Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and welcome to our 1900 to 1945 Capital Ship League. Of the 16 battles in round 1 of our competition, we're doing the 15th. Today is the British Nelson battleship versus the Imperial Japanese Navy Nagato or Nagato battleship. Note, Nelson is the sister ship of Rodney. Rodney lost to the Italian Littorio, partially because I made a technical error which obviously contributed to her losing, so I promised we would put her in another match to give her another chance. At this point I usually respond to comments from the previous video from the viewers, but it comes out tomorrow, so we haven't got any. First contender, the mighty HMS Nelson in 1941 fit, dimensions 710 feet long. Wow, 106 feet in the beam. I didn't realise she was so wide. Guys, she's early 1920s commission, question mark?
1920, yep. I think, yeah.
1920, yeah, and what an absolute beast! I love her. I've come to fall in love with her because she's just so interesting, unique, and just so, well, come on, look at her. Displacement, 38,500 tons, max speed, 23 knots officially, crew, 1,452. Obviously Nelson and Rodney in class. Firepower. Main guns. She has 9 in 3 turrets obviously. 16-inch guns. Range 38 kiluyards. Reload time 35 seconds. Secondary gun type 1. There are 12, 6 per side. Right back here amazingly. 6 inches at 25 kiluyards range. Reload time 10 seconds. Other type, 6, 3 per side, 4.7 inches, 17 kiluyards, reload time 6 seconds. Sensors and armour. She has a surface radar, obviously 1941 fit, 19 miles. Armour, belt, 14 inch, deck, 6.5 inch, magazine, 15.5 inch, turret, 16 inch, bridge, 14 inch, superstructure, 5 inch. What an absolute powerhouse, guys. Let's go and have a look at her contender. It's my first look at this today, which looks quite menacing actually. This is Nagato, 738 feet long, 114 feet in the beam, excluding lifeboats presumably. 46,000 tons, Jesus, she's massive. Speed 25 knots, crew 1,734, number in class, Matsuo and Nagato. Weapons, she's a 16-incher as well. Giggity, 8 of them, 2, by 45 caliber, 42 kiluyards, guys, and a staggering 24 seconds on a 16-inch round. Who can do that? That is astonishing. That's cheat, full cheat mode. Secondary guns, 18. Come on, this must be the casemates, I guess. 5.5 inch at 21 kiluyards. Reload time 8 seconds, full cheat mode. Secondary guns, 8, 4 per side, 5 inch, 16 kiluyards, 7.5 second reload time. Oh dear. In terms of her sensors and armour, surface radar the same, 19 miles. Belt, this is a late fit obviously. Belt 12 inches, phew, we finally win something. Deck 4 inches, magazine 18 inches, turret 18 inches, bridge 14.5 inches, superstructure 3 inches. That's going to be an interesting battle. We have to make some predictions. Mine are, however, desperate. I want Nelson to win because she's so awesome. She seemed to be outclassed in every way apart from one. Your thoughts, go.
The Japanese is going to sink very quickly.
Hope so.
Yeah. Nelson's probably got it.
Alright, well I think you're all wrong. I think you've misread the numbers, but I do have a tendency to be wrong, guys. Today I desperately want Nelson to win, so I'm going to put my most experienced captain, which is British, taking her. Davros is going to be Nagato. Guys, anyone not ready to go? Orders from Nelson, please!
Can I have northeast and AP narrow spot?
Nagato, orders please!
Opposite, so I'm going to come port 45 degrees.
Roger.
I'm going to try and shorten the range.
Gunnery, please.
Gunnery, narrow spot, and I'd like the speed down to 2/3.
Roger, give me a sec. Narrow spot, direction, 2/3 roughly about that. We are 2 minutes in. Salvos going long on both sides. Double checking everyone's credentials. Oh, we have a straddle on Nagato. I like that. Right, Nelson's up to 98%. Yep, putting you all back on rate of fire. Sorry, I should have been watching the match early. Nelson is going back to rate of fire. They've both got great credentials so far. Oh, Nelson on rate of fire. No hits so far, obviously.
Okay. We're going to attack Nagato, bring her through 90 degrees, bring it to about 120, 130.
What, down there somewhere?
Just trying to cross that T and close the range.
Done.
I just suspect that the fire control of Nagato is way worse than what it's not going to get close.
I'll keep an eye on your...
At least over the horizon.
Keep an eye on your percentages, guys.
Yeah, at this point, Britain had radar gunnery fire control system. Japan, even on Yami, still relying on optical.
Right,
yeah,
so...
that's why I'm surprised to see Nagato had a radar on the game data, but yeah.
So are you saying that the surface radar was just for spotting things on this Imperial Japanese Navy ship, but not for gunnery?
Yes, they had a spot. Yeah, they had a search radar, not the gunnery radar.
And Nelson did have a gunnery radar.
Yeah, so if you look at the top of the bridge, there's a little square thing. Yep, you're silently hiding things there. There's a little radar dish on top of that.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Well, gunnery radar.
Well, there you go, viewers. That's the difference between someone who knows what they're talking about and me, because I didn't know that. So brilliant, guys. So that gives us some extra accuracy. Let's hope that pays off. So you can already see why Davros wants to close that distance now, because he probably knew that. Okay, distance, by the way, is 26 kilyards. That's 13.5 miles. Let's go and check our percentages. I do have a job to do. Rodney is still maxed out and still on rate of fire. No hits either side so far. Nagato is still perfect. Oh, we have our first hit. It looks like it just chinked off the superfluous space, but let's have a look. Damage control. Superfluous damage. It was just a warning shot across the bow, literally, guys. Oh, okay. We've got more important hits on Nelson. Some of the 6 inches are out, but it looks like they're going to be repaired before anything else happens. 3 magazines. Hope they're well armoured.
Can I have direct east?
Massive armour.
Yeah, hopefully all that concentrated armour will do me good.
Fingers crossed. East, we've got 26 kilyards now, down to 25 kilyards. We've got secondaries firing. Our longest range secondaries. Yeah. Longest range secondaries are the 6 inches on the Rodney, on Nelson. Checking our percentages. You're down. Do you want to go back up, Nelson?
Yeah, let's have spot back on, please.
Aye, aye. Nagato, you are down. Shall I put you back up, sir?
Yeah, back in spots, but I just need to check the fire up to see that will check to fire.
Aye, aye. Which guns are the problem?
Those rear ones.
You're in arc.
Just, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll keep an eye on that. All in arc. You are spotting, and we'll wait for those percentages to go up. We're at 25.5 kilyards, guys. Rate of fire massively goes to Nagato today. Guys, both 16 inches. Why does one fire 11 seconds faster than the other? Are they just better men?
I know Nelson's design of their guns was changed after Jutland, and they exploded 3 battle cruisers, so they went crazy on the safety precaution.
Right, so added bulkheads, doors. Oh my god. Oh, okay, we've got actual damage now. Doors, whatever it is. Good shot. Amazing shot from Nagato there. That's problems. It's gone straight into machine space. Fire. It will get repaired. But great.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Centre mass shot. Yeah. Well, I swear Nelson class seems to be cursed in this game. Just takes critical hits straight away. Anyway, I've got my job to do. You're up. I'm turning your spot off. You're back to rate of fire. Otherwise, no critical guns are down. Nagato, I mean,
Back to my ideas now.
you're back to rate of fire, Nagato. They are not within horizon. It's just the game doesn't model the horizon. We're at 25 kilyards. That's 13 miles. Good shooting from Nagato so far. And, okay. We've reciprocated. We've damaged some machine space, but again, nothing critical. Bounced off.
I'd like to come port by another 45 degrees to 180.
Straight down.
Good. Yeah, it's good. Got to try to keep closing that range.
Aye, aye. You the boss. And let's get that. Let's check your credentials. You are spot on. You are perfect, and you are rate of fire. Nelson. Oh, fire looks so bad.
And yes, I'm aware, chap, that puts my four guns against 9, but I don't think I've got much choice of that.
Okay, let's get that done. Damage control. Bit more fire. That's the spread. That's the fire that's spread. They haven't contained it well enough. This is exactly autos on. This is exactly what killed Rodney. The fire spread too quickly. Well, let's hope they can do it. There's nothing more I can do to help. Fire out.
So we do know you can decrease your speed as you take damage like that. That might help, though. That's modeled in game.
Okay, it's being repaired. 2 fires are out. 3 fires are still burning. Hopefully half a minute they'll be done.
Opens up another category of discussion in the chat. Do we think this game is modelling type of shell? So there are different types of shell produced from very early war, right before the First World War, all the way through World War II, to maximise armour penetration while carrying some HE loads. So by the end of the war, you almost get armour-piercing shells that are also HE shells, if that makes sense. So just like your bombs, you can either have penetration or explosive load, and they're experimenting all the way through the World War II about which is the best combination to have between the two.
I haven't got a...
So is there a difference between the shells between Rodney and Nagato?
Yeah, good question. I haven't got a clue. I'm going to put your accuracy back on, Nelson. There's a question I have for Nagato. I don't quite understand. You're trying to close the distance, but you're only going at 2/3 speed. Nothing makes sense. What's the reason?
I'm trying to keep my fire rate up whilst also closing the distance.
Okay.
So my fire accuracy up rather by also closing the distance. So I've got hit, and I think that's because I'm slower. If you increase your speed, your accuracy would tend to go down. The roll and the pitch on the ship is going to be much increased by you putting more speed on. Roll and pitch is going to be friendly fire damage now.
Alright, you're the boss. I'm turning this
You are
on.
getting hit by more secondaries, Dev.
Crazy, in my opinion. I think it's just a sitting duck there. Right, let me check this guy. I'm putting spot on, trying to get his accuracy up. All repaired. Well done, Nelson. You're back in the game. It's a temporary reprieve because he's got no firepower coming down on him. Nagato, let me double check. He is spotting, trying to get his accuracy back up. No damage, so he's got away with no damage, which is fine.
What's our range at the moment?
24 kiliyards, 12.5 miles roughly converted.
If I get down to 10 miles, I'll be bearing away from Rodney in actual fact, just to open up those articles.
Putting Rodney
You're really
back.
going to kick off when we get closer.
I call her Rodney as well. It's just easier, isn't it? Rodney down to 100. Sorry, up to 100.
Sorry, Nelson.
I know. I'm giving up on that. You're back to rate of fire and you're perfectly configured. Nagato, 24 kiliyards. You're going back to rate of fire. Guys, we're back in the game at 24 kiliyards, going down to 23 kiliyards. No major damage on either ship. Machine spaces about to be completed. Nelson, machine spaces will be completed shortly. And that's it.
Also to port 220. That'll do.
Alright, he's opening up his rear guns.
We're just over the horizon now, aren't we? We're about 12,000 yards. So.
Yeah, it kind of depends how you measure it. I mean, like half your superstructure will be visible over the horizon, but your base won't be visible. Really accurate salvos coming in for Rodney, but you just haven't got the God's grace. We just haven't got the luck at the moment. Nagato is fully repaired and battle ready. Nelson probably the same. Essentially fully repaired and battle ready. This is a mission reset at 23 kiliyards, guys. Your guns are all firing. That was a good move there. Oh, it was a hit, but it looks like superfluous space. Oh wow, 2 hits and a mag hit. Although, well done, rudder hit. Oh right, not rudder, sorry, prop hit. Although it is minor damage, but well done. You've also taken one of his 5.5 inches. So finally, Nelson's finding whatevers.
And now it's getting closer. It's really going to start having some big explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe gun directors call it finding the range, don't they? Right?
Finding that range, yep.
Yes.
Tiny bit of superfluous damage, 2 minor hits, possibly secondaries, not sure. Solution maxed out on rate of fire, so plugging away like a big beastie. This guy here, starting to take our first. Wow, real damage of the game. They have 100% found their range and maybe a bit of luck as well. There are fires going on. Davros, are you happy with that damage control? I don't know what the right answer is. There's a fire there that could be tackled.
Yes, I mean, we need our captain back before we start repairing the engines, that's for sure. So
Roger.
we've got one fire that's not being attended to.
Do you want me to swap that for that?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's already done it. It's already done it, and I've put auto back
Yeah,
on.
there
Okay,
we go.
yep, done it. Right. We've got, you're down. I'm going to put you back up to fire, to accuracy. Yeah, wow, that turned around in a matter of seconds. Oh, it's everything's hitting now. This is going to be a cascade now.
I think at this point they have to really just shoot a fire control because Nagato's actually got a superior weight of fire with
She does.
just one less gun but a much faster rate of fire.
We are 23 kiloyards, guys. We're 13.5 miles. Let me check. Nagato, she is 100%. She's going back to rate of fire. She's going to put that full weight of fire down now. We're in arc. You are maximised in every way, Nagato. Just going to check Nelson. Jesus, so many rounds going down. You are maximised. Are you? Yes, a spot is coming off. And your rate of fire. And you've just got no damage. It's absolutely amazing. I don't understand why Nagato isn't smashing you to pieces. 23 kiloyards right now. Damage is... They're getting under control. There's only one more fire in machine space. And it's moderately superfluous. Greymint has been repaired. So the mag's been repaired. So she's back to full 4 turrets.
One thing I have noticed looking at these mod files, the actual belt armor is historically accurate, so each cell has its own belt armor value, and it is accurate to the ships, so that's quite interesting.
I think the physical model of these ships is really, really well done. It's all those what-ifs, you know, crew efficiency, damage control,
Right.
Rate of fire due to having trained your crew, fire direction due to how well your optics, your radar, your crew work, all that sort of stuff, which could literally change day by day in a real situation anyway. You know,
Yeah.
You've only got to have your fire director go to the pub the night before. You're
Yeah.
not going to have accurate fire, guys.
Is there about a flu going out around in the crew? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So lots of human factors as well as the mechanical processes going on here at the moment.
Roger. Well, still taking damage, but thus far, I mean, these aren't in action anyway, so it's relatively minor. What else have we got? Let's check our solutions. You're perfect. Nelson's just slowly sniping away. Slowly sniping away. So what would we describe? If I have to put something on the thumbnails, I wouldn't describe this as a sniper, really. It's not an Iowa sniper accurate. What would you describe this as?
They're all part of the Big 7, yeah.
Big 7.
Yeah, I
What's
mean
it-
these were designed as ship of the lines. You know, 7 massive battleships in a line. Nothing's taken them on.
What were the 7 battleships?
Nagato, Mutsu, Washington, Maryland, Colorado, West Virginia, Nelson Rodney.
Gotcha.
The Big 7 ships with 6 guns.
Interesting.
Because we had the King George, Nelson, Rodney, Hood, Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, you can imagine you can imagine those steaming at you.
British, remember you lost 2 of your 6-inchers.
Has he?
Yeah, I've seen that.
The British is something by now, but I'm trying to creep into his rear angle here, so that he obviously loses fire on me. He's only got this little 6 inches to lose.
He survived long enough to get there.
I doubt it.
Well, exactly.
Right, your solution's up. This guy gets solution quickly because of his rate of fire, so that's a bonus for Nagato. Up, checking Nelson. Slower firing guns takes longer to get a solution. They're both full broadsides, so
Yeah.
let me check out.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
different.
they have
in that
45
build cost.
degrees left as well.
Roger, aye, guys.
That simple little manoeuvre negates all my hard work.
And I've got that there. Back on rate of fire. Nagato is already rate of fire. She's still burning though, and she's still taking hits, but nothing super critical has happened. I mean, look how much repair work she's done. Repair.
So there were 2 Nagato class ships as we discussed earlier. Do you know how they both met their fates?
Which sunk by TDBs or something.
Funnily enough, no. So Mutsu, the sister ship, blew up in port in I think it was 1944. In an instant we don't know much about because the Japanese government covered it up when it happened to make sure the public didn't find out.
Wow.
It was probably a magazine explosion, which came from a fire though, from my witness accounts. And then Nagato survived the war after being crippled, and she was nuked twice.
Okay. Any reason why? Was that in the experiments?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was in the Bikini Atoll experiments where essentially the US got a bunch of old ships together, blew them up with nukes to see what would happen. So Nagato survived both nukes with a little bit of a list, but she was heavily radioactive, so they decided it was probably best not to touch her.
Yeah. Wow, amazing. She's still rusting away somewhere.
There is a rumour Mutsu sunk due to a sailor offing himself, I think is the best way to put it. I'm not sure how to put it politely. He did it by setting off the magazines.
Oh, I mean, that's one way of doing it, guys. Right? Kiloton explosion in your friggin'... Oh, fire. I think this is secondary damage
Nice
going.
and toasty.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, I know it looks impressive, but there's not actually a lot of damage going on there. I think it's secondary is just plugging her away at 6 inches.
Yeah.
I think it's just fire that's spreading from the
fires.
mains.
Can I come to 180, please? So
Aye, aye.
starboard 180.
Port. Yep, doing it. Check Nelson, you're down to 20. Oh, you're just circling each other at 23 kilyards, 24 kilyards. In fact, you've actually opened the range amazingly. And that's it. They're just circling each other now. Damage on. She just cannot hit. What is going on? I mean, I've got you 100%. I've got all of your guns firing apart from your secondaries. You just cannot hit at the moment. You've got to get in that secondary, but it's difficult, isn't it? Your thing is, your secondaries aren't enough range, are they?
Prince Philip a long time ago made a very, very off-colour joke about this, which I cannot repeat, but there's a reason why the Japanese do not hit at long range.
I think I can guess what that is. You're 21 kilyards for your secondaries, of which you've got 1 million. But how are you going to get 3 kilyards in without just dying? It's difficult, isn't it? Still 0 damage. Oh, okay, a tiny bit of paint plinked off from somewhere, but...
Just to add to the rate of fire discussion, I'm sure the commentators tell us more. There's mechanical processes going on there, so you've got to have very good designers doing the mechanical processes to move possibly 2 big heavy objects, both the shell and the powder, into those breaches before they get launched. And then you've actually got the human factors. How are the humans actually involved in that process? Are they involved much? Are they involved a lot? So depending on how many people you can get in your turret, depending on what mechanics you put in your turret, that's all going to have that effect on that rate of fire. So do you make your shells lighter so they fly quicker and they're actually easier to move around, and you increase your rate of fire and possibly your impact on the ship that way, enemy ship that way, or do you make it heavier so each broadside is going to be more effective if it does actually hit? But that means you're going to have more reliance on that fire direction.
There was a ship that we used the other day, I can't remember what it is, but it had 3 guns and a turret, but they were really close to each other, almost touching each other. I was like, how does a crew service those guns? You're down 1 turret because of your angle. Do you want me to adjust slightly?
Yeah, just slightly turn towards 180.
Is it right? I need to go.
180, yeah, it's going to be just solid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guns this size would most likely be mechanically assisted, so they'll come up on a lift, and much like a T-72 autoloader, they'll just ram them in as they drop them in.
Roger.
So you wonder if they're putting the breaches very close together, whether they're trying to use one sort of crane to service each. If you put them further apart and you use one crane per, that's obviously like weight issues as well, because you use 3 cranes instead of 1 now. So there's all that stuff going through designers' minds even before these ships get laid down.
We are 25 minutes in, and we're still slogging it out. We've got damage to Nelson, but it's not important damage. It will be repaired quite quickly. Accuracy is perfect, and you're on the right fire, so you're maxed out. Amount of shells left? Millions. You have millions of shells. You're not going to round out. Nagato. Amount of shells left, 160, but that's going to see you out one way or another. Your accuracy is going down. I'm going to put that right back up. We are 22 kilyards. Finally, we're closing. 2 kilyards to get within secondary casemate, or I don't know if are they casemates? Sort of. Half and half, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I want hard port 090.
Right, rudder hard over. He's making a move. Damage again.
That's actually working quite well, you know. That hard turn is really throwing the accuracy off.
Yep.
The lighter turns don't.
Yep, that's a good observation there from Davros. I'm gonna give her the order now to go over there. Right, let's get yours back up, and it's up. Back to rate of fire. Oh, your fires are out, Davros. We're resetting this match. 25, 27 minutes in. We are... check the time because I've got to take the baby. Oh, God. Better kill each other quick. I'll take the baby to school. No, actually, we're fine. We've got 30 minutes. Doesn't matter. You are maximised in every way and rotating his guns around, which looks sexy. And your fires are out, and you're healed again. I don't know how you bought yourself so much healing time, but well done. Davros move. It's paid off somehow. We're down to 21 kilyards. Nelson's just dropped off for some reason, so let's get her back up. Spot off. Rate of fire. Let's start smashing. 21 kilyards. That is, 10.5 miles? Still, the bases aren't over the horizon, but...
Cap, could I actually have rudder hard over all the way to starboard and smoke on?
Okay, it's interesting.
I'm going to get my secondaries back in, and I've only got 1 turret on that side.
So you're doing a 360, is that what's happening? 180, sorry.
180, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, good move. Yeah, it's legal, guys. Meanwhile, this guy's going to peg, but his accuracy will be right down because of the smoke. But that said, his accuracy is actually up. I'm going to turn him off spot. It's rate of fire, and he's already rate of fire. Well, this match is just turning into a belter, guys. Almost there. damage is almost fully repaired. They're both almost back to full health at 28 minutes. Oh, we found a really good match pair. Nelson was better at long range. Nagato, when we got in within 25 kiloyards, is probably proving better, to be honest. So, and she hasn't even got secondaries up. Amazing what's going on here, guys. No one seems to have made any obvious mistakes, so well done, everyone. Anyway, checking on that. Let's check your guns are firing and all that. You need a slight adjustment, Nagato. Can't work out in my head where.
He doesn't need it because Nelson is turning around.
Yeah, it's going to be port to 10 degrees to get those rear guns in, but we're going to wait for Nelson to stop manoeuvring first.
You're still maxed out. Despite the smoke, you're still over a 90%. Okay, I think she's been shielded by the smoke now. Which way's the wind going? I'll try and get your accuracy up anyway, see what happens.
Can I come ports starboard to 180?
Oh yeah, so that is that.
That's my secondary just starting to open up for the first time, I think.
Roger.
Yep.
Right, so I'm going to get spot on for the turn. You're making a turn. Yes, they are! The secondaries are opening up, and Nelson is about to have a world of pain. Ah, she's doing so well.
Let's just see if we can catch her up a bit as well, so I'll go to full speed. Flag speed, please.
Check. Nelson.
Good thing with Nelson is it can really turn those turrets around fast.
And the thing with Nelson is that because the guns are all front, the whole time I've been turning, I haven't been able to shoot.
Yes, well, there's your
Yeah.
you got to think about that tactically when you're in a real battle with multiple ships, where you place her, right? So you're never going to have to be chased. That said, you're about to open up, because I can almost see her coming over the horizon. She's over there somewhere. Rear guns.
Rear turrets at the moment. Nelson's going to try and cross my T at probably 270 or so. I'm going to negate that probably by going port to 090 and then trying to switch back again to 180.
So you're happy on 180 for now?
Yeah, for the moment.
Okay.
He is dancing. I'm still trying to close that gap.
Accuracy is up, so I'm putting you back on rate of fire. You are maximised now, and your secondaries are firing, so all hell is about to land on the British ship right now. Checking your damage. You have, a minor bit of damage. There's nothing serious there. Right, Nelson, it's all about you. What do you want?
Midships rudder, smoke off, please.
Yeah. Midships rudder, check.
And spot off, I guess.
Spot. Staggering. 32 minutes in. Alright, at 20 kiloyards with Nagato secondaries firing. It's all about to kick off, boys. Damage is it's pretty minor. Put that fire out and in 2 seconds and you're good to go. Alright, 2 ships. Fully serviceable ships. Ready to fight. No serious damage anywhere. We are now at 10 nautical miles. Oh, hey, that's a big one. That was a 16-incher, guys. Look at the damage was right around the magazine. Look how many sails have been damaged on this ship. It's almost everything up here has been damaged and repaired. I mean, that repair crew needs a frigging commendation. You are perfect fire control, and all S is about to break loose.
So poor Nelson's crew will be very confused by this point because this spent most of their time in the Mediterranean during the war, I believe. So seeing a Japanese ship come over the horizon would be most confusing.
It is.
Yeah.
Be prepared for everything. That's my advice, guys. Okay, you got accuracy. It's fine. No problems there.
I need to come to
Nelson.
port to about 100 degrees.
About there, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do it.
I know she was all over the place, but she spent a lot of time in the Med, didn't she?
Yeah, I don't think she sailed with the Pacific Fleet at the end of the war, but quite a few of our fast capital ships and carriers did fight the Japanese.
At this point, Nelson and Rodney were far too worn out to go into smoke. They'd basically been constant action.
Yeah.
Put your accuracy back up, or try and put your accuracy back up. Just make the turn, obviously.
These,
Ouch. Didn't penetrate.
and exploding.
I think that was a hit on that 16-inch turret.
Agreed. It is. It's right there.
It just popped off. Yeah.
Out of action, though.
And you took off 2 durability from it.
No, not 2 durability. I hate 2 durability.
I do.
Probably the concussion of the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. We threw a mini car at the ship at around 400 mile an hour, and it did nothing. It chipped some paint off.
Roger, I'm spotting you both for the turn. No major damage. A little bit sinky, but no major damage. You... Oh, first major damage. Our first major damage has just happened. The mag has flooded. Absolutely gutted. That was a 16-inch diving shell, just smashed him right.
You might want to get crew on that now.
Yep.
Yeah, can you put her back on, please?
Right, just let me. What shall I take off? What shall I take off? I'm doing it. And auto's going back on. Right, we've got a repair crew, but it's going to take 5 minutes at least to clear that out. So, oh dear.
I get smoke on as well, please, Ken.
Maybe the deciding factor. Well, your smoke's technically already on. Adding extra smoke. Checking accuracy. Accuracy's good. Think about rate of fire. You are rate of fire.
Like, these are the secondaries on the Nagato that's doing the
Pecking
damage
you to
now.
pieces. I don't know if a secondary would penetrate 16-inch of turret armor, to be honest. I reckon it was lucky.
I shouldn't do. Well, it's 14
the
inches of magazine arm, wasn't there?
Yeah, the
16
mag
inches
hit
on
would
the
have been a
turret.
main hit.
I'd say with Nelson's armor scheme, those secondaries shouldn't really be affecting anything vital.
Yeah, I mean, both ships are designed under all or nothing, so if a secondary hits something, it's probably not going to do anything if it does matter.
So can come starboard by just 20 degrees. I'm still trying to get into that rear angle.
Roger. Oh, she's just chewing Nelson to pieces now. We are 18 kilyards. We're 9 miles. We're almost fully over the horizon, not quite yet.
On paper, Nelson should be ripping me apart. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you've got a lot of firepower in that ship, and you don't need your fire control now at 10 miles. 9 miles. You can just blat away.
I've managed to
Shoot that way.
I don't know why.
You've done your job. You survived 10 kilyards of travel, and now you just, shooting a BB gun at him. Right, magazine's going to take ages. You've got flooding, but otherwise your firing of your other guns is up fully. There's nothing more we can do to help you. Nagato, to be honest, sitting pretty, receiving almost no dangerous fire, which is kind of amazing, really. It's almost like the radar's been shot off the Nelson. Checking you're on rate of fire. You are, we are now at 9 miles still. We're 38 minutes in. I've got 20 minutes before I have to go, so we can just about finish this, which is good. Plus, they're going to start smashing each other to pieces at this range. The secondaries. What's going on with the secondaries? Is secondaries firing? They must be, mustn't they?
I think some of them are down.
They're all firing. Oh, that one's not firing. Yeah, these guys are firing.
That's good.
Hit, but it's
another hit in the bag.
it's a non-major. It's about so freaking big. Look, secondaries just popping in here and there. Check your accuracy. It's perfect. You are maximum efficiency. Check your repair. It is. Hey, you're about to get the water out for what it's worth. 10 seconds.
So I think with that amount of power, we could take some lessons from the Italian and paint some red, white, and blue stripes.
Right.
On that.
Now I can start repairing it again. I'm going to put a guy on it because I know it's not doing the right stuff. What shall I do? What shall I sacrifice?
One of the flooding part.
Roger. Auto back on. All right. 2 minutes and you get your gun back. I reckon you're shielding your own guns there, Davros. Let's check that.
I am intentionally.
Yeah, one of them.
I want to get in behind Rodney.
Roger.
I want to shield her guns, and I should be able to do that effectively in the next 5 minutes.
We're at that range where you don't really need spot on anymore. Do you want me to put it on or leave it off? Because you're naturally 90% now.
Yeah, just leave her on narrow.
Yeah,
add some shells.
that's what I would do if I were you. So you're doing it fine. All right, I'm going to leave you. This gun will come in action soon anyway, naturally. So fine. You're not receiving any major damage. You're almost perfectly healed. It's amazing what's happened to Rodney's fire control. I reckon there's a defect with this ship because Rodney had exactly the same thing. Anyway, guys,
The thing on those, is not. It doesn't appear correct.
You're down to 80%. Maybe you want spot on. What do you think, British?
Yeah, spot on, please. She's a narrow target now anyway, so I need to be getting hit.
Yeah. 40 seconds and then you're all guns back in action. You can start laying down some freaking fire. Also, all of your relevant secondaries are in action. In 40 seconds, you're not going to get a better chance. If you get your accuracy up by then, that's your chance to win it. You're naturally at 90% now, so your fire control is better at this range. Check your damage. There is none. No damage is hitting you at all. You've got your solution up. You just need your gun back in action, and it's back in action. Okay, you've now got all of your guns working.
Oh, yeah.
So this is your chance.
However, and Nagato needs to come another 10 degrees to starboard, please.
That fire cap was for the Nelson's main gun.
Yeah, but he's repairing it. Oh, right, understood. Yeah,
No,
guys.
the bottom one.
Yeah, got it. Got confused. All right, so you are absolute maximum, Nelson. It's time to start friggin' doing some damage to that bloody Japanese ship. Japanese ship is naturally 90%. Fire in the mag, fire in the mag, fire in
Now, can I also get heading off directly west and speed down to 10 knots? This is where I'd be shooting my torpedoes if they were modelled.
It doesn't have torpedoes.
True.
You should.
Not in game. I
Remember
think
correctly.
you have like 4 tubes or something stupid like that. So
Yeah.
No damage. Come on, Nelson. Where's that salvo of
Hit
16
her.
shells hitting her? 43 minutes in. This is just an absolute.
we've got flooding, which Nelson doesn't have. Nelson seems to be having problems with fire. I'm having problems with flooding.
Yeah, it's pretty minor though, isn't it?
I'm
For
still
a
flooding.
46,000 tonner.
That was a hit. That was a hit in the rear there. I've got a mag fire.
Got some fire going on here. That means you're a gun down. Yes, you're a gun down.
I don't think fires actually put guns out of action. It's only if the mag or guns are damaged.
But yeah, well, they're brave crew,
Right.
aren't they? You're.
So
Flooding
I need
and
to
red
prevent
compartment
lots as
will
well, please.
take a gun out.
Do you want me to
Yep.
put spot on?
Just leave it on normal rate of fire for now.
Yeah, I
And then the
agree.
Gato speed down to 10 knots, please.
It's all happening now. It's the final confrontation. They both know it. 15 kiliyard, 7 miles. You can see the bottom of each other's ship now, so you could. A friggin' baby. My baby could make that shot.
Nelson is about to get hit in the head.
Ammo. 50 rounds left on the Japanese per gun.
She's gonna have enough.
Lost an eye.
Jesus, look at that damage. All guns apart from
Lost what,
that is
sorry?
still firing. It looks bad, but every gun is firing. Assuming you can fire with a fire in it. I don't know if that turret can fire. Speed. Well, luckily you want 10 knots because you've lost all propulsion anyway. So it really is now or never.
Now, could you put the repair parties who are doing flooding onto the fires as well, please?
Yes, stand by as I work for that.
You do have a lot of flooding, British. I wouldn't.
Best I can.
I
Best I
do,
can
but
do.
the fires are going to spread and
The
kill
fires
me.
are going to spread and kill. This is exactly what happened to Rodney. I've got auto back on.
That's not.
Everything's on fire.
That's not what's going to kill you.
Wow, we'll see.
You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. It's just
Ooh.
there's something about that damage control on Nelson just cannot survive. Nagato is roughly the equivalent of Vittorio, and we've got pretty much a carbon copy of what happened, even the same amount of minutes. Fire starting here, but it's relatively minor. List going on, but it's relatively
I've
minor.
got so many damaged compartments.
Everything's been repaired.
Left.
I mean, you've been pecked away
Yeah,
so
the
much,
destruction tendency must have been smashed.
but it was just at the wrong time. Okay, you got.
X-turrets came as well.
You're a gun down, and I'd say that's probably the end of that for the day. That's been repaired. You've still got plenty of stuff firing for this range. Let's check your accuracy, where it doesn't matter anymore because you're on rate of fire.
Nelson needs a mag hit to win this.
This guy's
I
gone.
do.
It's gone up to 97%.
I don't know. I think I've got major flyers going on now. They may well. I've got one out. I've got
you're down to
flooding as
control,
well.
isn't it?
So
God, I'm in an
Dunno.
annoying position now where unfortunately I need to speed it up, which I can do because I don't think there's going to be any more manoeuvring anyway. So you happy for me
yeah,
to...
we can't manoeuvre. 'Cause,
So you're both down.
absolutely.
Right, I'm going to speed it up and see what happens. Now just a slugfest.
You might as well
Taking
just
hits
look
there.
at Nelson
I'm
at
taking
this
hits
point.
there.
I mean, no amount of me plodding around with spanners is going to fix that. We might as well just leave it on auto.
Just
The amount of permanent floodings is just. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a one-way battle, that is.
I'm taking lots of hits.
They're bouncing off.
I'll be down to 2 tubes versus 6.
God knows what happens if we can't kill each other, guys. Oh, Nelson's sinking, that's
There we
it.
go.
Alright, it felt like, even without the ×5, it felt like, I'm pretty sure that was the way it was going to go, guys. Quick debrief. Nelson had it at the beginning. She was out sniping massively, and I really thought Davris was going to lose quite easily. Turns out I was wrong, because as soon as Nagato got within 25 kiliyards, she just started, I don't know, for whatever reason, she just started doing better. There was no mistakes, no one did anything wrong, it was just, and that was almost identical to what happened to Rodney with Littorio.
I wonder if shells are modelled because Nelson had.
were fighting those Japanese ships.
Let's say, I wonder if shells are modelled because Rodney didn't have very good shells, and by this time Nagato had some pretty decent ones.
Interesting.
I think they are, so it would make sense.
Very quickly explain
That's
that.
the only thing I think was that rate of fire, that spots might have done something, and the say shell type. I don't know whether model or not.
Well, maybe. I mean, somebody needs to explain it because yeah, okay. Well, you guys know better than me, but that was how it is. It was a good match, but I'm afraid Rodney and Nelson are not good enough, at least in War on the Sea, to get through to the next round. I hope you enjoyed that, and bye-bye.